everyone, my name is Jevira Fiorozani Kusena and I'm from BSC Kalimalang. You can call me Cece, it's my nickname. And also, I'm from class 44.1A.06. My name is 44241043. And I want to have a speech about smoking at campus area. And this is my speech. Smoking is a thing similar to us. Smoke uses cigarettes, vape, pot, and shisha these days. But many people still use cigarettes. Smoking is not only dangerous for active smokers, but also dangerous for those who inhale cigarettes, who can be called passive smokers. Smoking in campus area is usually caused by academic pressure, social influence, and addictions. The campus image becomes bad. A campus full of cigarette smoke will give a bad impression and can reduce the quality of the learning environment. This will impact the quality of the campus and other people's view of the campus. There are still many who gather in front of the campus gate to smoke. They should look for a more appropriate place to smoke. There are no canteen facilities or place for them to hang out to smoke, making the campus place for them to smoke in an area that should be smoke-free. Although awareness did not change among adults, awareness among adolescents dropped over time. In addition, exposure to anti-smoking campaigns and chemical information-seeking behavior were associated with higher awareness of chemicals in cigarette smoke. Campaigns and other efforts may be needed to increase awareness of cigarette smoke chemicals. Thank you. Next, after I speak about the smoking at campus area, I want to present my presentations about adverb of frequency. So this is a slide of adverb of frequency. Sublist of materials is adverb of frequency, adverb of definite frequency, adverb of indefinite frequency, different definite and indefinite. Example about adverb of frequency. Adverb of frequency are words or phrases that indicate how often a person engages in activity. Common examples of these adverbs include terms such as daily, weekly, often, and rarely. You could express some situations using sentence like, my mother calls me on the phone frequently. Adverb of frequency is there as two types of adverb of frequency. Adverb of definite frequency and adverb of indefinite frequency. Adverb of definite frequency is the proper use for adverb of definite frequency involves focusing on the occurrence of an event at a specific interval. It is essential to provide clear time information indicating how often the event takes place. For example, is hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, every second, twice a year, once a minute, as well as terms like twice, once, or 3 times. The example of the sentence is, I and my family go to the zoo every week to see our favorite orangutan, our favorite animals. And number 2, our family traveling yearly to get some healing. And this year, we will go to New Zealand. Number 3. His brother keeps changing his motorcycle monthly. Adverb of indefinite frequency differs from the adverb definite frequency in that it does not specify an exact time. Instead, it conveys an estimated time or a range of times an event commonly occurs. To assess the frequency or occurrence of an event using this adverb of indefinite frequency, one can refer to the following percentage. Percentage of adverb of indefinite frequency has 100% for always, constantly, usually, normally, frequently, regularly, and often. For 50% percentage, sometimes, rarely, occasionally, infrequently, seldom, and hardly ever. And then the last is 0% never. The questions. The function of adverb of frequency. The function of adverb frequency. The goal of communication is to express our thoughts, ideas, feeling clearly. When we speak English, we want to be understood by those to whom we are speaking. Okay. The best way we have to know the meaning and function of words that are used in writing and speaking. These are the function of adverb frequency. The source is from Oxford. Adverb of frequency for 100% is always, 90% is usually, frequently is 80%, 70% for often, 50% for sometimes, occasionally for 30%, 10% for seldom, 5% for rarely, and 0% for never. This is the example of the sentence. I always wake up at 5 o'clock is for 100% example. And the second one is the northern lights are usually green. Ben visits the library frequently. I often spend holiday with my family. I sometimes play tennis on the weekend. Occasionally, I meet her for a coffee. I seldom go to the library. I rarely watch televisions. And the last one is I never go to beach club. The next question. What do you notice about the positions of the adverbs? Positions of the adverbs, they are usually before the main verb or between the auxiliary and the main verb, but they come after the verb to be. They always hang out together. You normally see them best in September or March. Next, can they also be at the beginning or the end of the sentence? The answer is yes. We can use some adverbs of frequency at the beginning or end of a sentence or for emphasis. The example is like, occasionally I meet her for a coffee. And sometimes I'm alone. We can use usually, often, sometimes, and occasionally at the beginning of a sentence. And sometimes and often at the end. We use adverb expressions like a lot or not plus very much after the main verb too. It's like she travels a lot, he doesn't study very much. The adverb usually comes after the verb. Adverb of frequency are stayed after to be. Am is are. In simple present tense, it happens to adjective sentence or adjective clause. It's like Tom is often late and isn't usually late. It's like something like subject is Tom, verb is, adverb is often, and adjective is late. Same like and is subject, isn't is verb, adverb usually is adverb, late is the adjective. Using adverb of frequency in negative form. Put the adverb before the main verb. It's like they don't often go to the park. Subject is they, auxiliary is don't, adverb is often, verb is go and to the park. The next is using adverbs of frequency in questions. The questions form. Put the adverb before the main verb or adjective. It's like, do you often go to the cinema? Or does she often go to the cinema? And is he always busy? It has auxiliary verb, subject, adverb, and verb. And this is important. Be careful with never. It is already negative, so we can't use with not. It's the false. It's like I not never go to the club. It's wrong. Never is already negative, so you should just use never. I never go to the beach, or I never shopping. It's just one word. Not you just put the not word is false. So next, express sentence with word never. The example is, my father never smoke. I never listen to indie music. I never go to the floating market with my mother. That is the example. So, as the last of the presentation, I have the source. It's from British Council, Adverb of Frequency, af.co.id is adverb of frequency, and the last one is Riani Novi, an analysis of the student's ability in using adverb of frequency in simple present tense. Thank you for listening. And that's all my presentations and my speech. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Goodbye.